Good evening, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World and I'm your host, Jargatma Tushinjargal. On the News Mongolia today, as of the first quarter of this year, 440 violations related to overloaded trucks have been identified. UB Food International Food Festival successfully continues with the goal of attracting tourists. The summer camps for children are facing a shortage of workforce. For the news, stay tuned. As the towing of spring weakens Mongolia's roads, over 440 violations involving overloaded trucks have already been identified in the first quarter of 2025, prompting nationwide inspections and a temporary transport ban to protect infrastructure and ensure road safety. Every year between March and April, when the ground begins to thaw, moisture accumulates heavily on roads, significantly reducing their load-bearing capacity. In response, a temporary one-month ban has been issued on transporting indivisible overweight cargo. Currently, inspections are being conducted at 33 toll collection points nationwide. These inspections involve weighing the vehicles, and if a truck exceeds the weight limit of 44 tons, it's temporarily stopped and corrective measures are taken.
Many of the trucks currently on the road far exceed the allowed limit of 44 tons. Some inspections have found trucks weighing more than 100 tons operating on these roads.
In March, the Secretariat of the National Road Traffic Safety Council carried out inspections along the roads passing through Dorongho and Gyeongsangbor provinces. A total of 350 vehicles were inspected and 67 violations were penalized. Officials stressed that proper cargo transport isn't just the responsibility of drivers, but a matter that directly affects the safety and rights of all road users.
When roads are damaged by overloaded trucks, potholes form. This leads to vehicles dangerously overtaking or swerving into the opposite lane, which has caused a rise in accidents, including rollovers and head-on collisions. At 8 key points around the capital, the electronic toll collection system is now being implemented. In addition, 25 points across national and local roads still operate manually using cash payments. All of these toll points are also equipped with weight measuring systems to conduct inspections.
The optimization of toll collection operations has doubled state revenue from road usage fees. Last year alone, 25 billion Mongolian tukruks was collected. This year, the government plans to invest around 50 billion Mongolian tukruks to maintain and repair approximately 7,400 kilometers of paved roads. The UB Food Festival, organized by the Governor's Office of the capital city of Mongolia, opened on April 8, 2025 and will run until April 14, 2025. Now in its 11th year, the festival aims to boost tourism and introduce a wide variety of international cuisines to the public. This year's event is unique for focusing on a specific national cuisine, offering an exciting and immersive food experience. The main highlight of the festival is the participation of 10 master chefs from Uzbekistan who are preparing traditional Uzbek dishes such as plow, shashlik, samsa, and kazan kebab. In addition, monks from the Kanantichla monastery are showcasing Mongolian food culture by preparing traditional noodle soup in a wonton cauldron. Visitors will be able to enjoy free samples of these dishes while observing the chef's cooking methods.
We have come to cook and introduce Uzbek national dishes to the people of Mongolia. Today we are ready to serve 4 dishes, which are pulav, samsa, shashlik, and kazan kebab to visitors in Ulaanbaatar city. Pulav is the main dish of Uzbek cuisine, and it's impossible to imagine a wedding or festival without it. We also tried making Mongolia's national dish, noodle soup, and really liked it.
To attend the festival, visitors are required to purchase a ticket for 5,000 MNT, which grants them access to a 10,000-person tent. With their ticket, they can watch the cooking demonstrations, sample the dishes, and participate in various contests. The Uzbek chefs have brought all necessary ingredients, including spices and rice, directly from Uzbekistan, ensuring an authentic culinary experience. The chefs cook large portions, with each pot capable of holding 300 to 800 liters, serving up to 1,000 liters of food at a time.
This festival is being held for the 11th time. Cities around the world organize food festivals to promote their national cuisines, offering people fun and meaningful leisure activities. Following that model, we hold this festival in Ulaanbaatar, and it has become something people look forward to. This year's special feature is the participation of 10 professional Uzbek chefs who are cooking Uzbek dishes. Meanwhile, relevant agencies are ensuring public safety and peace throughout the event.
In addition to the food offerings, the festival includes a range of entertainment activities, including a DJ performance, open mic session, Bakhtaurek arts performance, Uzbek merchandise fair, Ulaanbaatar theater performance, Pop orchestra concert, live music shows, and various food competitions. These activities provide fun entertainment for visitors of all ages, making the festival an enjoyable event for both food lovers and tourists alike. This year also marks the first time the festival is being held in spring, moving away from its usual summer or fall dates. Mongolia has 55 registered children's camps, with 48 of them operating on a regular basis. On average, around 60,000 children spend their summer at these camps each year. However, the sector faces several pressing challenges. Many camp buildings are old and in poor condition, and there is a notable shortage of trained staff. Industry professionals stress the need for policy-level support to address these ongoing issues. Children under the age of 18 make up 37.2% of Mongolia's total population. Of them, around 980,000 are between the ages of 5 and 18, accounting for 82% of all children. Studies show that only about 10% of children attend summer camps. However, the number of children going to camps has been declining each year, and camps are facing increasing difficulties in maintaining regular operations. A major challenge highlighted by camp organizers is the growing shortage of teachers.
Summer camps face difficulties in retaining and developing their workforce, as they only operate for the summer and often have to halt activities in the fall. Camps are essential for addressing issues related to children's leisure time, providing them with the place to spend it constructively. If we can establish connections with schools and recruit skilled teachers, we could offer the opportunity to keep our qualified staff employed even during the winter months. One of the main challenges faced by summer camps is infrastructure-related issues. Many of the buildings constructed during the socialist era have problems such as leaking roofs when it rains or lack of proper sanitation facilities. Addressing these comfort-related concerns should be a top priority. Summer camps and children's organizations are required to meet various standards, and complying with these standards proves to be a significant challenge for the camps.
In 2017, around 54,000 children attended summer camps, while last year, approximately 91,000 children participated. Summer camps offer various benefits, such as fostering independence and providing a creative learning environment. However, despite these advantages, the number of summer camps has been shrinking year by year, and the camps are facing growing challenges that hinder their ability to operate smoothly in the future.
At this time, It should be a key policy of the Mongolian government to involve as many children as possible in the summer and winter camps during their breaks. If the funds allocated for child protection and development in our ministry, as well as those in the Ministry of Education and Child Development and Protection Agency, can be jointly utilized, there is a significant opportunity to increase the accessibility of children's summer camps.
Camps should not only operate during the 3 summer months, but should also be developed into year-round child development and recreational centers, similar to the Naremdal camp. It's important to support them, provide appropriate methodologies, and update the standards and requirements to ensure their year-round functionality. In the discussion, it was raised that, in addition to budgetary support, there are also policy-level actions needed to regulate and develop the operations of summer camps. Thank you for staying with us. Now let's take a look at currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Next, our program will turn our attention to foreign news, partnered with international news agencies. An economist issued a warning on Wednesday following the implementation of new tariffs by U.S. President Donald Trump. These additional tariffs are expected to impact both the U.S. and Chinese economies significantly. According to economist Chen, China may respond by devaluing its currency to observe the effects of the tariffs. He also noted that China could further restrict exports of essential goods to the U.S. in an effort to pressure the Trump administration. On Tuesday, the People's Bank of China set the yuan's midpoint rate at 7.2038 against the U.S. dollar, the lowest in over a year.
For China, that would be a very devastating situation in the longer term, going 6 months or 1 year out. It would create huge employment problems, and many Chinese companies would be closed down, and a lot of social unrest might happen as a result. But in any case, I don't think this situation will sustain for too many days, as both sides now are really under pressure to come together and sit down around a table to negotiate. I think there are some instruments that the Chinese side could or maybe already implementing, including the renminbi exchange rate, right? So making the renminbi depreciate by 15% or 20% or more, or whatever they would be willing to go with. So that could actually offset a lot of the damage by the high tariffs being imposed. And then ultimately, of course, China might restrict the export of many of the necessity products that American households need as a way to pressure the Trump team to accept some conditions such as cutting tariff rates and so on.
Despite the rising trade tensions, Chen expressed that he does not expect the economic standoff between the two countries to be long-lasting. All right, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Goodbye.